Power apps. As I indicated, Power apps is a tool which is specifically designed for creating an apps. Is that a software we have to buy? Is it required to buy the software? Not at all. Since you are all using Office 365, the Power App is available free of cost. Yes, there is a cost available in Power App also. You can get the licensing in Power App, which can be used for publishing a report globally. I can create a software application and I can publish it globally. As he has told, I want to send it to my customer. Then we can go for the licensed version of Power App. But as of now, what the version which you are all using is 365, which is free of cost. You can create an app and you can publish it within your team. You cannot send it to other than Daimler. You cannot send it as of now. But I will tell you how to publish it commonly also. Let us start this Power App straight away. So for example, today morning, I hope you should have received a file, correct? Yes. One exercise file, Power App exercise. Just open the file. Just we'll check this. So some example. For example, who are all in the production team, they can create a small app. For example, they are going to enter a production ID, which is the plant location. So I'm going to share this app to all my plant location. Assume that we have the plant in Pune, we have the plant in Noida, we have the plant in Chennai. And what is the mission code? They will select the mission code, and what is the product produced today, the quantity. They will enter it and they will save it. It will be automatically saved in my system. So for this production entry, we can create an app. If someone is in facility, they can create an app like this. A request ID, employee name, department, and request type, and what is the status of that facility. So like this, some examples are given here. Mission status, who are all doing some material request. Someone is want to buy some material request. This is for the employee form. Visitor register. When visitor is entering, we can have a visitor ID, visitor name, who is the company to whom he has met. So someone will enter this, it will be automatically stored on my system. Based on that, I can create a report. Leave request. Overall in HR or something, they can create a leave request as a form. Like this, employee ID, leave type and reason, they can submit the form. So these are all some of the examples of creating the forms for the various departments. Asset maintenance, transport request, they can create a form. Shift issue, they can create a form. Breakdown, they can create a form. For everything, we have some sample exercise. You can take anything. You can take any one of this and we can create a form based on this, any one of this. Safety, system access request, for everything you can see there are some training norm. For this training also, whether they have nominated it or for this also I can create a forms. So we have various options. So some examples are given here. So let me take, you can take anything. To have a uniqueness, I will take the first one itself, so that everyone will follow the same process. I think you can take the first one, or you can take any one of this table. Any one of the table also you can take, which is equivalent to your department. You can take any one of this. I am going with the first one, that is shift production entry. For this, every shift they are entering their production details. So what is the product ID? And this production ID, this production ID, I don't want this production ID to be entered. I want the production ID should be automatically generated. And the plant name should not be entered. Plant name should be selected. Similarly, mission code should not be entered. Mission code also can be entered or typed here. Mission name or mission code. And product quantity also can be entered. And who is the shift supervisor, that also can be selected. Submit. It has to be automatically stored here. So every day I'm going to get this from my team people and they will save it and it should be automatically saved here. And this can be, this is now, as of now, this is an Excel file. It can be an Excel file. It can be a SharePoint. It can be any data source in the world. You can put it in SQL, you can put it in Oracle, you can put it in any data source. But the commonly used data sources, either you can take Excel or you can take a SharePoint, or one more is available inbuilt with Power App. Inbuilt with Power App, that is Dataverse. There is something inbuilt with Power App called as Dataverse. So you can have the Dataverse as also as a database. as also as a database. So you can do anything or anything. As I told, SQL can be your database or anything. Now, as of now, the most frequently, most popularly used is Excel. So let me take the Excel now. This Excel, let us take this Excel file. So this, maybe I will take the first table. This table I want to make it as my database. For this we are going to create an application. So whenever they save it, it has to be automatically saved here. A small application we are going to develop, or they can edit it, they can modify it, they can view it. Based on this, they can create a report in Power BI. That report can be seen in Power App also. So various options we'll see. So before creating any report, Power App is online. Power App is a software which is online. It's not an offline software, it's an online. So you have to make this database also as an online. That means this file, either you have to go to the web browser. I think we have two types of Excel, right? One is the offline Excel. Another one is even you can use an online Excel also. Excel for web is also available. So you can create a Excel spreadsheet, online web. You can see there is an online login where we can create an online Excel also. Online Excel is also available. You can create a table here. If I go to online Excel, so Office 365 Excel, I can create a workbook here, or I can upload this file and I can use this online Excel also. Since Power App is also an online, your Excel should be online. One method is you can create an online Excel file. This is one method. Second method, this Excel file should be in OneDrive. I hope all your files are in OneDrive, correct? Even your desktop, even your documents or desktop, everything is in OneDrive. If it is not in OneDrive, please put it in OneDrive. Unfortunately, my file is not in OneDrive. So what I will do is I will copy this and I am going to put it in my OneDrive folder. Somewhere else, I am going to create a OneDrive folder. In that OneDrive folder, Power App. So I am just pasting this file into that OneDrive folder. So I think your system is already in OneDrive. If it is not in OneDrive, please put this file into a OneDrive folder or create a specific folder name and paste it in that particular folder. So in a OneDrive, so I have selected a OneDrive. In OneDrive, I have created a folder called as Power App. In this Power App folder, I have pasted this file. So it should be online. First thing is your file should be online. Either open the file in Excel web or put it into OneDrive. So your files are already in OneDrive. Second thing is the table which we are going to use it in Power App. It should not be a normal table. It should be an official Excel dynamic table. I don't know if you have attended the Excel session. I would have told this in Excel training itself. Your table should be a dynamic Excel table. It should not be a normal table. So how can I convert this table into an Excel dynamic table? 2 or 3 methods. Method number 1. Place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. Either place the cursor on the table or select the entire table. How do we select the entire table? How can I select the entire table in Excel? Control A. But I don't prefer Control A because sometimes the Control A may select the entire sheet also. Better prefer to use a shortcut key. Control Shift space also will select your entire sheet. Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Yes, the best method is either press Control asterisk or Control Shift 8. This is the best method to select the entire table. Control Shift right and down, what she said is correct, but the challenge is your cursor should be on the very first cell and you should not have any empty space in between. If you have the empty space, that Control Shift right may not work properly. So this is the best method to select the entire table. Control Shift 8 or Control asterisk. Why I asked you not to use Control A is it will select the entire sheet, and someone has told Control Shift space bar also. That may select the entire sheet sometimes. So but this Control Shift 8 asterisk is the best method. Any times I can press Control Shift A 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times also. It will never come out of your table. It will be on your table. It will be on your table. It will not come out of your table. So I believe that's the best method to select the entire table. So select the table. 2 or 3 methods. Go to the insert. Under insert, there is an option available table. But today evening we'll see how to bring a SharePoint table, SharePoint list also, how to bring a Dataverse table or some other table also. As of now, I'm going with the Excel table. So go to insert and go for table, method number 1. Either go to insert and click on table, method number 1. Method number 2, home tab, format as a table. Go to home tab, under home tab, format as a table. Method number 3, control Q, quick analysis. Control Q, table, 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 table. Third method. So this is control Q. Select the table is already selected. Control Q. Under control Q, you can see there is an option called as table. Under table, you have to select this table. Third method. Fourth method, which I believe that's the best method. Shortcut key. Control T or Control L. So many methods are there. Insert table, home tab, format as a table, control Q, then table, control T, control L, or insert. So any one of the method which is easier for you. I believe the last method is easier for me. I always prefer to use shortcut keys. So I recommend to go with control T or control L. Your wish. You can do any one of this method. So let me press control T or control L. Please do remember and please do check whether the entire table is getting selected. Yes, that's the reason I selected the table before doing this. The entire table is getting selected. My table as a header. Yes, your table should have a header. Should have a header. So don't uncheck this. Otherwise, it will take it as column 1, column 2, column 3. Your heading will not be right. So please make this table as a dynamic table. Okay. So I say okay. So this table was converted as a Excel official dynamic table. Then it's better, I'm not saying it's compulsory, it's better to have some meaningful name for this table. Because I don't know what is this table. When I select it in Power App, so I should have some meaningful name. By default, the name of the table you can see, when I go to the table design, the name of the table is table 1. This is table 1. Try to have some meaningful name for this. Because when I select it, I may have 10 or 20 tables. Which table I am going to use it? If it is table 1, table 2, table 3, I will get confused. So as you are giving a name for a file, as you are giving a name for a sheet, it's better to give a name for your table also. And the table name, no space, no special characters. No space, no special characters. You should not use a space, you should not use a special character while giving a name. No space, no special characters. And it should start with the alphabet. Start with alphabet. Okay, no space, no special character. It should start with an alphabet. Just give some name. So for example, I'm going to go here and I'm going to give a name. I always prefer to give a name like this. Since it's a table, I prefix it with TBL, shift entry. That's a name I'm giving. So to recognize that it's a table name, TBL, I always prefer to have a prefix of a table. Suppose I'm inserting a text box, I will use TXT. Suppose I'm using some other chart, means CRT, something like this. So I prefer to give a name like this. This is my name convention. You can give any name as per your wish. So to understand this is a table, I'm just prefixing with the word called as TBL to know this is a table. So
we should not use special characters.
No, it will not allow. By default, it will not allow. It will throw error. If you use anything like slash, dollars, hyphen can be used. Sorry, underscore can be used. Underscore can, only the underscore can be used. Underscore cannot be treated as a special character. Other than underscore, you cannot use anything. If you use something like a dollar, space, it will not allow, it will throw error. Even I'll try something here. For example, sorry. It will not allow, it will throw some error. So I'll give some name, TBL Shifty Entry, enter. So please do press enter for accepting it. You can see the table name is displayed on the top. Okay. So we have converted this table into an official Excel dynamic table. You will have one more column here. Don't worry, that column will be automatically created by Power App. There will be a column called as Power App ID, which will be automatically created by Power App. Don't do this now. It will be automatically created by Power App. And it's better to have this file closed. Better, I'm not saying it's compulsory, better to have the file is closed, because sometimes when I save the file and come here, it may show some read-only error because the file is already opened by someone else. So better to close the file. You know how to close the file. Control W. I recommend to use Control W. Don't close the entire Excel application. It may slow down your system speed. Better to close only that particular file. Control W. So I'll close the particular file. Control W.
I have one doubt. So
Yes.
I have some dental table in an Excel. Can't you change name? Like I have kept it as 2026 or 2025 to remember the
No,
year.
you cannot give prefix. You cannot start with the number.
No, name a particular the number. So I want to change the number altogether, rename it.
Manually.
Manually.
How do we name the sheets? Can we share? Rename the sheet, all the sheets together, which is not possible. You have to either write a coding or manually do it. Same like manually do it or write a coding for it. Here you cannot do it. Right. Now I minimize this Excel and I go to web browser. I prefer to go with Microsoft Edge. You can use any web browser, Google Chrome or anything. I always prefer to go with Microsoft Edge. So let me go to with Microsoft Edge and we'll type something like make. I think already most of you has did this, but I am doing it again. Make.powerapps.com. Makes.powerapps.com. So just go to this link, make.powerautomate.com, and it will open your make.powerautomate.com. On the right hand side, you will get an environment. I hope you have selected a particular environment. DACV, ILC, HR learning. So use this environment only for this training. Only for this training. After this training is over, you can use your own environment. This is only for the training purpose. This is only for the training purpose. So after training is over, you can use your own environment. As of now, you will go with the environment because you don't want to disturb it. In Power BI training also, instead of creating a workspace, we had used my workspace, which is specifically designed for training. Same like you can use this workspace only for the training purpose. So please do open that environment. So this environment, unfortunately, we cannot create it. It will be created only for your admin team or your IT team would have created the environment. We cannot create an environment here. We need admin rights for it. So whatever the environment is available, which has been created by your admin team or IT team. So select that environment. Maybe this may be your welcome screen. Welcome screen may vary. If you have selected this home, your welcome screen will look like this, or you can click on create. Your welcome screen will be different. Learn, plan, apps. There are various options, tabs available. We'll use one by one. Sometimes you will create it through a co-pilot also. We'll see one by one. Now I have gone to the home tab. This is where we are going to create our application. There are many methods, basically two methods. We'll see that both the methods. Home, create, learn. Learn is about the notes, how to learn, how to use this Power App. And what is the plan we are in. We can create some plans also. Apps. What are all the apps you have created? I have created some apps. That apps will be available here. AI Hub is your co-pilot. As I told, you can use three types of tables. One is you can create a table from Excel. Another one is you can get it from SharePoint. One is you can create a table in Power App itself, so that when I share, it goes along with the table. So there is a table available, Dataverse. As I told, you can create a table through this Dataverse. So this is called as Dataverse, where we can create a new table from here. So you can create a new table from Dataverse. Dataverse is inbuilt table available in Power App, inbuilt table. And flow is about Power Automate, as I told, which we are going to explore tomorrow. Solutions, this also where we can create. We are not going to use the solutions today, and we'll see this more option later. There are various other options also available. We'll see one by one later. Now, as of now, I hope everyone has opened make.powerapp.com, and we opened this welcome screen. From here, we are going to create an application. So to create an application, either you can go to the home tab. Under home tab, there is an option available, create with the design, start with the data, start with the plan. One method. Second method, you can see there is a create available. So when I click on create, here there are several methods of creating your apps. Create from a blank, split screen, sidebars, header, footer, and some last four. This one. These are all the application which you can do it if you have the database in Dataverse. If your database in Dataverse. Ways of creating your application. One is you can create an application through a canvas. Another one is you can create an application through a model driven. There are two ways of creating an application. One is through a canvas. Another one is through a model driven. Canvas, I can get the database from anywhere else in the world. You can get it from Excel, you can get it from SharePoint, you can get it from any tool. Model driven, your database should only from the Dataverse tool. If you have created a database through Dataverse, then we can use the model driven. If your database is not from Dataverse, then we cannot use the model driven. You can use only canvas. If your database is from Dataverse, then we can use the model driven. If your database is not from Dataverse, other databases like Excel, SharePoint, you can go for canvas. Now tell me which we are going to use, whether we are going to use a canvas or model driven here. Canvas, because our database is in Excel. So let us do that. So don't select the last four, the model driven. Don't do that. Select this first one, canvas, split screen, sidebars. So whether you are going to create two screens in one screen. So let us start from the blank itself. So I'm going to click on the first one. I want to start from the blank. So go to create app. Under create app, create from blank. So before starting the session, if you have any question, doubts, queries, stop me and ask me that itself. Don't hesitate. It can be a basic doubt. It can be a silly doubt also. I hope no doubt in the world can be silly. Answer can be silly. Doubts cannot be silly. Doubt is a doubt. Any doubt, stop me and ask me there itself. I can repeat a concept any number of times. It's not required. We have to rush up and finish all the concept. You have to understand. The concept, because this is a starting. If you understand the starting, then you can create. In future, you will create app. I have the confidence you will create app by yourself. You have to understand the basics. Then it's very easy to create app here. Right? So let us go to create. So any question, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. I will repeat it any number of times. Still, if you are not able to understand, I will come to your system and solve it. Solve your doubts. Try to use this one day as much as possible. Yes, madam. Dataverse is an inbuilt table available in Power App itself. I told you this one, right? There is some table available here. If you have created a table through this table, and you can see there is an option of creating a table here. It will be along with the data. If I am publishing this report, so it will go along with the data. Unfortunately, Excel means you have to share the Excel file also. If you have the SharePoint also has to be shared. But if you are doing it through this Dataverse, no need for sharing. It goes along with the data, along with the application, inbuilt database. We'll see how to bring the inbuilt database also. We'll see it by before today event. So if you are creating a table here, if you have created there are some predefined table also available. There are some predefined table, sample tables. Or you can create a blank table. We'll see how to do this today. Today we'll see this. If a table is created through this, then we can use this model-driven application. Or even you can use Canvas. Canvas can be done through any database. It can be from any database. It can be Dataverse, it can be Excel, it can be SharePoint. You can use this Canvas. Canvas is a common one which can be used for any database. So I'm going to go with the Canvas here. So can I click on it? Yes, madam. I click on the create from blank. So I clicked on create from blank. It's asking for 3 options. Whether you are going to create this canvas for the people who are going to use the tab size view. Tab and desktop was somewhat similar. Tab, desktop, laptops. Or you are going to create an app only for the phone size. Or the first one is responsive. Based on the application, it will define automatically. Based on your application, it will change automatically. Whether the desktop, or whether it's a tab, or whether it's a phone. So based on your screen opening, it will change automatically. Your layout will change automatically. So I will go for the first one, responsive. I'm not, if you are specifically going to design only for the phone, then we can do this. If you are going to specifically design only for the tab and desktop, then we can go for it. But now I will go with the responsive. So I click on the responsive screen here, which is common for anything. You can open it in your tab, you can open it in your mobile. So I click on the responsive. Yes. Now it's coming to it's landing to my Power App screen. As I told, it's purely an online application. Due to Wi-Fi speed or something, it may take some time. So it says, welcome to this Power App Studio. So straight away, are you going to create a form? Or you are going to create a gallery? What is the form? What is a gallery? We'll see that in another few minutes. I'm not going to create a form. I'm not going to create a gallery. We'll do it manually. As of now, skip it. As of now, skip this. We'll create it manually. First, we'll understand what are all the options available. Then we'll see what is that form, what is the gallery. Anyway, both we are going to see today. We'll see both. As of now, I'm not going to select anything. I'm going to skip it. Skip. So let us click on skip. And you can see a small screen has opened. Excel is a workbook which will have list of sheets. PowerPoint is a presentation which will have list of slides. Power App is an application which will have list of screens. Screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, screen 4. So now we are in the screen 1. Inside the screen 1, it has automatically inserted some containers. Header container and the body container and footer container. We'll see that container, how to use the container, how to remain the container also. On the left hand side, there are different types of views available here. The first view is your tree view. Tree view means if I click on the tree view, it will show you under the screen what are all the object you have it. For example, here I have a screen. As I told, there is a containers available. There are 3 containers. Like this, I will put a text box. I will put a combo box. So if you have the combo box, if you have the text box. So what are all the tools, what are all the objects available under the screen? All this will be displayed here. So tree view. So when I click, it will have a tree view. And there is a plus symbol. This plus symbol will be available on 2 areas. One is on the left hand side here. Another you can see on the top. This is for inserting the objects. As I told, text box, combo box. You are going to insert some objects. Then we can use this plus or you can use this plus. Both are same. And data. This is for your data. So as I told, I am going to use the Excel data here. So this is for data. One method is here. Another method is here. So you can see either you can use add data here or you can use this data here. Both are same. And you can create some formulas and functions also in Power App. This is for variables, formulas, functions using the Power App. And if you want to search some objects, there are some objects available. And you can, as I told, we can bring a Power Automate here. When I click on a button, it should automate something. Instead of submitting, instead of saving, I want to send a mail. Suppose someone is filling the form and they click on a button, it should send a mail or it should do some activity. So in that case, we can bring the Power Automate. We can link the Power Automate with the Power Apps. So there is a 3 dot where we can see Media and Power Automate. There is some advanced tools also. We'll see everything. We'll see everything here. So now the tree view is opened. If you have unknowingly closed the tree view, no problem. You can get it back by once again clicking on the tree view here. And on the bottom, there is something called as gear symbol, which is the settings for your screen. You can adjust your screen size. You can give a name for the application. So various settings are available. We'll go through that settings. On the right hand side, properties. Properties means the properties of the screen. What is the properties? I want to give a background image and I want to put something on the background of this screen. You can do something here. So it will change, this property will change. Suppose if I select a container, the property will change for that container, the container properties. If I insert a text box, you will get the properties for the text box. If I insert some other box, you will get the properties for that box. Unknowingly, knowingly, if I closed this properties, assume that I have closed the property. How can I get back the properties? Again, on the top, you can see there is a button available for getting back the properties. Click on the properties. So you'll get back the properties. We'll see what is the properties, how to use the properties. And these are all various other options. Now we are in the editing mode. We can change it editing read-only mode. And this is for giving a comments for your application. And this is for app checker, like a spell checking in Word. Here you can see whether there is a error in the application and I want to share the application. I want to run the application, save the application, publish the application. We'll see everything one by one. All the things we are going to see one by one. And on the bottom, you can see different types of layout. The first layout is your responsive one. Second layout is your desktop, tab and mobile. You can change suddenly. Suppose now I changed my mind. I want this to be only for the mobile layout. So you can change the mobile layout also. And here, this is the way for increasing or decreasing the percentage of your view. That's it. Just I told you what are all the elements, what are all the components and what are all the options available in Power App. That's it. So before creating an application or before doing any activity, as of now, whatever we have seen, any questions, doubts, queries? Clear? Yes. As I indicate in all the training session, there are 2 reasons for not getting doubts. One is if you understood everything, you will never get a doubt. Second one is nothing understood also, you will never get a doubt. But the challenge is you can understand everything here. The challenge will start after the training session is over. You will get all sorts of doubts. No other go. You have to practice. Right. Now this one, before the break, at least we'll define some screen here. So I want to bring that table, this Excel table. So I want to using that Excel table, we are going to create a form and click on the submit. It has to be saved in the Excel. So that's what we are going to do. Before that, I want to put a title for this. Title for the forms. Title for the forms. There are 2 methods of adding the title. One is, you can see there is a container. Under the container, you can see there is a plus symbol. So when I click on the plus symbol, it will ask either, there are 3 methods. You can click on the plus symbol here, or you can click on the plus symbol here, or you can click on the plus symbol here, whatever you want. So there are 3 methods of inserting an object. So you can click on the plus symbol. Any one of the 3 methods. There is a popularly used feature, popularly used tool available, or most other tools are also available here. Input tool, display tool, layout, media, various tools. So there is something called as text label. There is one more thing called as text input. Text input means where we can type something, input. Text label is just to display, the value. You can use text label. But I can click on the text label, I can insert the text label, but unfortunately here one challenge is you can insert a text label, and problem is the moving the text label, arranging the text label is little bit challenge if you are inserting inside a container. It will fix within the container. Suppose I want to move this text box has to be moved, and I want to increase it, I want to decrease, then there will be a challenge if you are using a container, because it will be inside the container only. But I don't want it. I want this text box should be more flexible. I want to move this text box, I want to bring the text box, I want to rearrange the text box. Like this, I will use some text box inside it, I will use the combo box, which should be moving anywhere else. I don't want to fix it. So what I will do is, best method, remove the containers. So select the containers. So how do we select the header container? Go there and click it, or on the left hand side you can see there is header container. Select it and simply I'll go for delete, and this main container also I'll delete it, and this footer container also I delete it. So if you want your container, if you want your object should be more flexible, I want to move it as per my wish, I want to increase the size and other things, I recommend not to use the container. By default it will go with the container, but I recommend not to use the container if you want your object should be more flexible. So there is no containers available. So delete all the containers. Whatever the container, there should not be any container below this. No containers below this. Delete all the containers. Header container, footer container, yes. You have to insert a container. There will be an option called as insert container. We'll come to that. There is a container available specifically. Okay. So I have removed the container. We'll bring back the container also. Now I have removed it. I want to put a text box. Now you can see the difference with the container, without the container. So I'll go to the insert. Under insert, I can see there is a text box available here. Or if you are not able to find the text label, you can go to the input, or you can go to the search box. I'm typing something like label. So the text label will be available here. Like this, you can select anything. You can see, as she has told, I want to bring a container. You can see the containers is also available here. Horizontal container, vertical container, just a container. This also you can insert. But now I don't want the container, I want that label. So either go to the plus and click on the label, or go to the search box and click on the text label. I click on the text label here. Now what is the advantage of this text label is you can click and you can move and you can place the text label wherever you want. As I told, it's flexible. If I insert it inside the container, it will be inside the container only. It will not be flexible as like this. So I inserted the text box and I can place the text box wherever I want, maybe the center of the screen. And I will go to the right hand side, properties. There is something called as properties. Under properties, this is the name of that property. This is the name of this text label. Name of the text label is label 2, name. But what should be displayed inside the text box, inside that label, that is available here. This properties. Go to the properties. If the property is not visible, unknowingly if you have closed the property, bring back the properties just by clicking on the properties button here. So just click on the properties and I will go to the text here and I am going to type this. Shift entry form. So I'm just giving a name called a shift entry form. And you can increase the height and width. Unfortunately, your company font may not be available. We'll see how to be. Since it's an online, your font will not be available. As of now, use some other font. What is the font available on the list? Bring that any one of the font as per your wish. I'll go with the particular font, Georgia, or you can select any font. And what is the font size? Yes, maybe I'll make it as a bigger one, maybe 24, because I want it as a bigger size, since it's a title of my screen. Yes. Just I added a small title for the screen. Just added a title. To add a title, I used a text label. Just a text label. Other properties you explore here. Font size, font color, font background. I don't want to take much time on this because this is just a designing. Now, simple thing we did it is the shift entry. Then we are going to create a form here where all the columns which is available in my table. When I go to this table, I open that Excel table. So this one, plant ID, sorry, production ID, plant location, machine code, production quantity, shift supervisor. All this column should come here. Do you have to insert a control for each and everything, which is not required? Power App will insert it automatically. No need for us to manually add it. It will be inserted automatically. First, we will add the data. We will add the data. This data I want to connect it. This Excel file. This Excel file. I want to connect it through this Power App. So I want to connect it in this Power App. So how can I connect it in Power App? Two methods once again, so that I can create a form for this. All the controls will be displayed. Submit, it should be saved. It's very simple. It's very easy. No hard coding here. It's very simple. Just go to add data. Click on add data, which is available here, or click on this plus symbol. Sorry. Click on this add data. Both are same. So either click on this add data or click on this add data. Both are same. Either you can click here. Here you can see add data, add data. So click on this. You can see add data, or you can click on the add data, or you can click on several methods are available. So you can use any one of the method. Click on add data. So we are going to get it from where this file is stored. Actually, it is stored in a OneDrive. So let us type search box. I'll go to OneDrive. Or I can get it from Excel online. Ah, it's on online Excel. If it is OneDrive is listed, fine. If the OneDrive is not listed, I can go for Excel online. And I select that Excel online. What is your online Excel, in which connect is available? It will be shown here. Your OneDrive link. So I click on it, and it shows what are all the folders available. I saved it in a folder called as Power App. Under the Power App, this is the file which I have stored here. Morning I have copied and I posted into a particular folder called as Power App. I'm choosing that. If you know that Excel document link, that slash, that path also, you can specify the path, but I'm selecting that file. So go to that particular folder and I'm selecting that. Only the table which we have converted as a dynamic table, that will be available. All the other tables is not available. Only the table which we have converted as a dynamic table will be available here. Select that table. Okay. And it's like browsing a file. It's like browsing a file. We have selected Excel online and we have gone to that browser and we have gone to the OneDrive folder. In particular folder, I selected that particular file. Okay. Done, everyone? Any challenges? Yes, madam. First, which link? We got that link. Abhi baat. Just a folder desktop. Okay. So online. Hmm. Hmm. Wondering about business. Right. The part desktop. Part desktop. Already. Select the table. The table name will be displayed. Which table? There are two tables. So, very good. So I selected that file. I'm going to click on connect. It says the insert auto generated ID into Excel table or use a unique column for your Excel table. I told you that already there will be a separate column created by Power App. So to understand this is ID, when I'm editing, it should understand something, right? Power App ID, which will be automatically created. Or you can set some column as the Power App ID also. I recommend better Power App should create ID by itself. So better to do that. So what I'm going to do, this part we can take it from the Excel table also. As I told, the production ID can be the unique ID. So or you want the Power App should create. Both can be done. As of now, I am going with the insert auto generated ID. So it will automatically generate ID. So it will automatically generate your ID here. So I'll go with insert auto generated ID into the Excel table. Connect. So I click on connect. So nothing has happened here, but the table is getting connected. How do I know the table is connected here? When I go to the left hand side, data, when I click on the data, you can see the table name. It's available here. This is our table name. The table name is available. Now it's very, very, very simple. So I want to bring all the columns into the table, and they can enter, they can save it. That's all. So what we do is very simple. Go to insert again, and there is an option called as edit form. So go to insert, under insert edit form. Edit form. If you are not able to find the edit form, go to the search box and find it out. ED. So the edit form will be available. Just click on that edit form. That's it. So it will ask based on which table, because you may have multiple table also here. As of now, we have only one table, but we may have multiple table in the future. So which table? The table is displayed here, or you can search it and find it out. The table is already displayed. If you are not able to find it, you can search it. So the table is TBL shift entry. That's my table name. Now it's generating. It will automatically populate. It will automatically populate, no worries. So I selected the table, but still I'm not getting that columns here. I want all the columns to be displayed. I have the production ID, some names, shift entries. So we have some column. That column has to be displayed here. So we selected the table. That column has to be displayed here. Just to click on this fields. You click on the fields here. Either you click on the fields or on the properties. On the properties, there is something called as edit fields. Both are same. The fields is displayed on the top. If the field is not displayed, go to the properties, edit fields. So let me click on that fields, and you can select, it will display all the field names. What are all the fields you want? Add field, edit field, add field. What are all the fields I want? I want the machine code, I want the plant location, I want the production quantity, I want the production ID, I want the shift super. These are all the columns which we have created in Excel. That column is automatically displayed here. That columns are automatic. We can rearrange the column also. We can rearrange it. We can change the text box into a combo box. That part we'll see it. Now I click on add. So click on the fields, click on add fields, and select what are all the fields you want and say add. That's it. You can see all the fields would have been. Now I click outside somewhere else. Yes, all the fields are added here. So you can see it has automatically added the text label. Below that, it has automatically added the text box. So there is a text label, there is a text box, there is a plant name, there is a text box, there is a production quantity, there is a text box, production ID, there is a text box, supervisor, there is a text box. Coders or developer will know that for everything we have to manually insert the label, we have to insert the text box, but everything is automatically done by Power App. Can I rearrange it? Can I make it as a combo box? Can I auto generate it? Everything we can do it. Everything we can do it. And by clicking on a button, it has to be saved. It's very simple. The coding is very simple. So that's what we are going to do. But I want to rearrange this. For an example, as per my source data, I'll go to here and I have, you can see a new. When I open the Excel, some Power App ID is automatically generated here. I think I already told this will be automatically generated because we have selected that option, auto generated. So a separate column, it has automatically generated some ID here, some unique reference ID. So don't worry, this is automatically created by Power Apps. So now I want the production ID should be the first and the plant name should be the second. And machine code should be the third, production quantity should be the fourth, shift supervisor should be the fifth. So this is the order which I prefer. So I go to the Power App and I click here, and you can see there is an option called as fields. There is an option called as same thing. Go to the fields, and I collapse everything. I collapse this. You can see there is a down arrow, up arrow. Just click on the machine code, just click on the plant location, just click on the production. I collapse everything. Now you can rearrange it. Now you can rearrange. First, what I want the production ID. So bring the production ID to the top. Then what we want, what is the next one? Mission code. Plant location to the second. Then mission code on the third and production quantity on the fourth, shift to supervisor on the fifth.
The cover type is not in the Power App ID OneDrive.
Maybe it may take some time just to refresh it. It may take some time because when you generate, it may take some time. Just go to data and click on refresh. Since it's a Excel, maybe due to a Wi-Fi or something, it may take some time also. Just click on refresh and check. It may take some time to refresh also.
Okay, add data from OneDrive for business, it is not showing. But for the Excel online, it is not.
Both are same.
For OneDrive business, it is not asking that unique ID. It is not. That option was not asking.
Both are similar. I don't know whether just a refresh and check it. You should get a separate ID normally in Excel. We'll see.
Also, in this, when we want to align this to sender, how do we do it?
That are all the things you have to do it under the layout. Layout, whether you want vertically, horizontally, or manually you have to pull. I want horizontally like this. So I can bring it as vertically, one below another. And you can increase, decrease manually also. You can pull and you can bring it like I can pull it like this. Or you can rearrange. Suppose I don't want 3 columns, I want only 1 columns. So you can go here on the right hand side, how many columns you want. So I want vertically and I want with only 1 column. Or I want to put it as horizontally, I want with 1 column. So vertically, maybe I don't want 3 columns, I want only 1 columns. Now you will get it like this, 1 columns.
How to like enter thing into center of that?
We'll see. We'll enter, we'll save it. We'll see how to save this. When I enter the data, it has to be saved in my Excel. That are all the things which we are going to see in another few minutes. Before that, I think we'll save this file because we are using it for a very long time. As of now, we have not saved it. So let us click on save button on the right side. From the second, you can see there is a save button. Click on save. What's the name of this application? You can give some name, some meaningful name for the application. This is I already have some application. So let us give some name. This is my first app. I have already given a name as first app. This is for my shift production people, shift entry app. Shift entry. So I'm giving some name for this. For this, there is no conditions. Space is allowed, special characters are allowed. But I always used this. I used to practice like this without space and with special character. That's my habit. You can give any name as per your wish. This name can be with the space.
You can increase, decrease size of font and all.
And that can be done. That can be done. We'll do. And that are all available on the properties. We'll do that. We can unlock. We can do the other things. We'll see. So as of now, very simply, we have designed a form, not by dragging and dropping, just we selected and we have designed the form. Next, how to make an entry, as we are told, how to format it, how to make the entry here. The plant ID should be automatically generated, plant location should be selected, and they will enter the product ID and they click on the submit, it has to be automatically saved. And it has to be automatically regenerated for the next one. Editing, someone can edit this. These are all the topics which we are going to see in our upcoming session. So save the file. Very simply, we have designed a form. We have added some fields here. Save it. Maybe we will take a short break now. After the break, we'll see how to save and we'll see the other features. So we already saved it. Now I'm just pausing that. Yes. So last session, what we did is we have created a screen. In the screen, we have I removed all the containers. So in the tree view, there is no containers. I removed all the containers. Under container, after removing all the container, we have inserted 2 things. One is we have inserted a label here. The label has been inserted. Below the label, we have inserted a form. How we inserted a form? We have gone to insert. Under insert, we selected the edit form. After editing the form, it is asking which table. The table has been selected. After selecting the table, it will ask which are all the fields you want to insert. We have inserted it. Now, sometimes selecting the form. Now, it's not selecting the form. It is selecting the particular cards here. It says card. Mission code is selected. Production ID. If you want to select the form, the best way is you have to select somewhere else outside exactly here. Or click here. This is easier. So, you can click here. So I can click here to select the entire form. So I click here. My recommendation is try to have a meaningful name for each and every object. Try to have some meaningful name. It's always better. So this one, it has automatically given a name. You can see the mission code card, data card. For the mission code, this is the data card. For the product plant location, it has given a name. For this form, I want to give a meaningful name. Anyway, we are going to access the form in future. So it's better to give some meaningful name. How can I give a meaningful name? Shift entry form or anything. I want to give a name. So the best way for giving a name is on the right hand side, there is a properties. On the properties, you can see the form 1. So there is a form 1. And you can see there is a pencil symbol available here. So just to click on that pencil symbol and give a name for it. So I always prefer to do this FRM, shift entry. So you can give your own name. It's your wish. It's your wish. I am giving a name. Yeah, I always prefer to use the prefix of the object. Table means I used TBL. Form means I use FRM. So like this, your wish, you can give some. It's not mandatory. It should start with a form. So you can give any name. This is my way of practicing. I always practice like this. That's the reason I'm giving this name. You can give any name as per your wish. So I have given a name called as FRM Shift Entry. That's a name I have given it. This is fine. So other things, you decide the background color. If you want to insert your company logo, so you can go to the insert. Under insert, you can insert some images. So you can see there is an option. You can go to the search box and you can search for the image. So where you can insert and you can put your company logo and somewhere else on the top. That's all the part you try. Okay, now I'm going to run the form. There are two methods of running the form. One is you can see the form on the full screen. Another one is you can use the Alt key. Suppose I prefer to enter something inside this production ID. I want to enter in the plant location. So you can press the Alt key so that that form will, preview of the form will be there. So you can click on the production ID, you can type the production ID, you can click on the plant location, you can type it, machine code, you can type it, production quantity, you can type it, and you can type it here. This is one way of seeing the preview of the form. Another method is, I want to see this, I want to run the form, I want to know how this form will be on my screen. Two methods as usual. In PowerPoint also, to run a form, there will be a run button in PowerPoint presentation or F5. Same thing will be available in Power Apps also. You can see there is a run button available on the top. Here you can see before the saving, there is a run the application. You can see run. So you can click on that run, or you can use F5. So you can use F5 or you can click on the run. But unfortunately, when I click on run, it says no item is displayed. Nothing is displayed here. Why nothing is displayed? I'm running the form, but nothing is displayed on my screen. What's the reason behind it? So let me close this form. As of now, I'm closing the form. You can press escape, or you can click on this, or you can press escape to close the form, or you can click on the close button to close it. So what is the problem is, let me select this form entry. So I select the form entry. On the right hand side, on the properties of the form, you can see it says default mode is editing. That means by default you can edit the form because we have inserted the edit form. So I don't want to edit it. I want to enter a new thing. I want to enter a new. I don't want to edit. I want to enter some new values inside it. So what we do is, instead of default mode edit, new view. New is just for entering a new value. View is for just viewing the value. View means you cannot edit, you cannot enter new, just for viewing. So I go with new here. I'll go with new. I selected a new. Now let us run the form and check. Yes. Now we can see it's running, and you can see here production ID and plant location and the machine code and production quantity and shift supervisor. But unfortunately in my screen, due to my screen resolution or something, I'm not able to see the shift entry properly here because it's going somewhere else on the downwards. So you can rearrange it, you can pull it to the top and you can rearrange it. Or else, I believe you know it, all your screen resolution, your screen size is 16:9. Even if you open Power BI, even if you open PowerPoint, everything, the screen size is 16:9. So let us go to the settings. So why I am doing this? First what we did is selected the form, and I gone to the select the form, and we made the properties into default mode as new, because by default it is in edit. So while editing we can do that. Now I don't want to edit, I want to create a new entry. So new, but after selecting the new, I'm running it, but it's not seeing on my full screen. Shift to supervisor, I'm not able to type it. It's hidden somewhere else on the bottom. What I will do is click on the properties here. So settings, on the left hand side corner, last gear symbol settings, go to the gear symbol settings. Under the gear symbol settings, you can see display, go to the display. As of now, what I will do is I'll change the display into fixed, because my screen resolution is smaller. While publishing, you can change it to responsive and publish it. So go to fixed, and I'll make that 16:9. Yes, it's always 16:9. Always, all your screen size is 16:9. So let us go for 16:9, and I close this. Now let me run the form. Yes, now you can see it shows on my screen. So now I can enter the production ID, I can enter the plant location, I can enter the machine code, I can enter the production quantity, I can enter the shift supervisor name here. So it's seen on my full screen here. So by default, I'm not able to see it since my screen is a responsive screen. So as of now, to see it on the full screen, I'm changing it. What I did is I repeat the process, go into the settings again and go into the display and make it as fixed and change the size into and the orientation as landscape and size is 16:9. First we have to change it as fixed as of now. Okay. Now let us do a small thing. I'll open that Excel. Here I want to add something. For example, so I want to add something. Let us take 150. Until 150 it was entered. So please always prefer to add it in the order because it may get confused. So I want it in order. My next one is 151. And I want to type the city name. I want to type the machine code. Let us see. First I have to type it. Next we'll see how to select it also. Select it we'll see in another few minutes. So I want to type the machine code. I want to type the quantity. I want to type who is the production supervisor and click on submit. It has to be saved automatically. That's what we are going to do in the next process. Okay. So submit. So I want to submit here. So let us click on insert. So we have inserted a form. Now I will go to insert. Either insert it inside the form or you can insert somewhere else on the right hand. Wherever you want it. You can insert wherever you want. Go to insert. Under insert button, there is something called as button. You can find the button straight away here. If you are not able to find it, go to the search box and find it. If you are able to find it straight away, fine. If you are not able to find it, go to the button. So click on that button. So go to the search box and BU. You can see the button is available. Or if you don't want the button, can I put icon? Can I put icon something like this? For example, I want to put an icon like save. Saving, there is icon here. So when I click on this icon, it should get saved. It should get submitted. Your wish. You can put icon or you can put a button also. Your wish. Maybe icon I will try in the next part. Maybe I will go with the button as of now. As of now, I will go with the button. So click on this button. So button will get inserted. Place the button wherever you want. I am placing it on the right side. I am placing it somewhere else on the right side here. And actually the full name for this, now in Power App we call it as button, but full name for this we call this as, the exact name for this is command button. The name of this is command button actually. The full name of this is command button. Here we call it as button, but full name is command button. As I indicated, I always recommend to have a meaningful name. It's not compulsory, it's not mandatory. So it's better always to give a meaningful name. So let me go to that button and I go to the pencil symbol here and I'm giving a name CMD. It's a command button for submitting, submit form. This is for submitting the form. Okay. CMD submit. And what is the text inside this? What is the text inside it? You can see on the bottom text submit. So I typed the text called as submit. The two things we did, we have inserted a button and select the button. And I gone to the properties. I have given a name for the button and I have given a text for this button also. Okay. Now if I click on this button, it has to be saved on your Excel table. It's very simple. It's very simple. No need for writing a very long coding or nothing. It's very simple. Select this button. You can increase the height and width of this button. Select the button and go to the top. On the left hand side, you can see there is something called as on select. This is triggering. This is called as trigger. So select the button. On the leftmost corner, there is something called as on select triggering. So only on select. No, there is several triggering available. If I click on this, there are various types of triggering. So when I click on it, what should be done? When I change your font, what should be done? There are various types of triggering available. So two methods. One is you can click on this and you can go to the text. There is one more thing called as text here. If I click on the text, you can type your text here also. not in properties. You can go to the properties and you can type it here, or select the text and you can type your text here also. Both are same, both are same. Same like even the on select will be available here also. There will be something called as on select available. But here finding is little bit tougher. That's why I'm using this. Select this and see whether there is a on select. On select. There should be an option called as on select. So that means when I click on it, when I select this, what should we do? There is something called as false. False. When I click it, nothing to be done. But I want to do something. What I want to do? I want to submit whatever the things I am doing it has to be saved on my Excel file. So there is a formula bar like Excel. There is a formula bar. You can type here or you can expand your formula bar. If you see this is very small, you can expand it. But I think now as of now we are going to do only one line. So now no need for expanding. Just go to the false, remove that false, delete that false. I'm removing the false. Submit. Just I'm typing SUB. It automatically shows auto filling submit form. You can see it automatically gives me something called a submit form. Either you can click on it, or you can type it also SUBMIT submit form. Bracket open. What is the form which we have to submit it? I think I have given a name for it. The name for this form is FRM shift entry. That's the name. That's the reason I have given some meaningful name for my understanding. So let me type that name. First 2 or 3 letter FRM. You can see it automatically appears here. The form names automatically appears here. So submit form. That's it. So I can select that form name. Bracket close. Submit form. Open bracket. And if there is a error, it will show you the red here. But there is no error as of now. As of now, there is no error. Don't press enter. It will go to the next line. To accept this coding, accept the coding, very simple. You can click somewhere else or you can press Alt Enter also. Either you can press Alt Enter for accepting it or you can click somewhere else outside it, outside the formula bar, you can insert somewhere else. So if I click on this, you should get this coding, submit form, FRM, shift entry. Very simple. Submit form, FRM, shift entry. Now what we will do is very simple. Let us run the form and check. I'm going to run the form. So play this form, F5 or click on the preview of the form. Please prefer to add the production entry in order. Maybe I already have 150. Now let me type 151. I'm typing 151. Plant location. We'll see how to select the plant location. As of now I'm typing it. Plant location is Chennai. Mission code. What's my mission code? Let me type something mission code, some mission, sample mission. Mission 1, some name. Mission 1. And the produced quantity is something like 100. Who is the shift supervisor name? Let me type something. Kumar. So I have entered some details. 151. Please prefer to add the production ID. We will see how to auto generate the production ID. I don't want the user to enter it. It should be auto generated. So that we'll see it in the next one. So now I click on the submit form. So I click on the submit form. Before that, see that Excel file should be closed. That Excel file should not be opened. It is closed. Nothing, something has happened here. And that form has closed. It says nothing to display. We'll reset it. We'll reset it. If nothing is, no item is displayed, that means it's automatically saved. It's automatically saved. Let me close the form and I will go to that Excel file. Due to that Wi-Fi speed or something, it may take some time also. Let me open the file. I'm opening that Power BI exercise and I go to the last. Let me take, I think it's taking some time. Let me refresh and check. Yes, I have refreshed it. Yes, the newly added data is updated here. You can see 151 Chennai, Mission 100 Kumar. Very less coding, very less coding. So just we have clicked something like submit form. That's all. It's automatically submitted here. Production ID is added and the plant name is added and the mission code is added and production quantity is also added. Shift is also added here. It may take some time also since it's Excel. It may take, if it's SharePoint, you can see it instantly, very fastly. Excel, it may take some time. If it is taking more time, just go to data and click on refresh.
So the production ID
table.
for the series
பண்ணும் சார். சீரியஸாக தான் இப்போ பண்ணிக்கிங்க. அது ஆட்டோ ஜென்ரேட்டர் நான் சொல்கிறேன் நெக்ஸ்ட்.
taking time.
As of now, do it in series. The next we are going to see 152 will appear automatically. Next, I am going to explain that next. Yes,
One drive வரல.
it may take some time, sir. Just to refresh it. Just go to the table design and get refresh and go data, get refresh. It may take some time to refresh. I think in my system it has refreshed very fast. Take few seconds also, few minutes, based on your Wi-Fi, based on your OneDrive speed.
There is some error in my file. No? Cannot write the file to.
Because that file is opened. I told you to close the file before saving it. That Excel file should be closed. If you open that Excel file, then there will be an error. அது சொல்றேன். அது ரீசெட் பண்றது. That part we are going to do next. For me, it doesn't take much time. Got it, huh? Refresh. Doesn't reopen. I selected some other link. Is this the same file which you have linked there? This one. Sir, go sir and open. I don't know whether you have the right file. Submit. Submit button.
கனெக்ட் ஆகலன்னு வருது அது எப்படி கனெக்ட் பண்ணணும் பாருங்க
Already connected. So go again.
டைம் டு ரிஃப்ரெஷ்
Is that file open? Already connected.
Can we disconnect and
Yeah.
again?
Go to the three dot and remove that.
Then again we need to do the same.
But it will go off. Once again, you have to add the form. Okay, this connection. When I go to the, I prefer to always close this file. When I go to our app, and there is a last from the left hand side, the third one, data. So it should be refreshed. If it is not refreshed, there are several methods. In Excel, you can refresh it, or there is a three dot. Here also, you can click on refresh. Or if you are wrongly connected, you can see there is an option where we can remove it. You can remove the connection and you can reconnect it. Once again, you can add and once again you can connect it. Even you can have multiple connection also here. Multiple table also can be connected. Okay. So one simple coding we did it is in the submit form. We have submitted form FRM shift entry. That's a form name and we have submitted it. But I'm not getting any indication. Another thing is after submitting the form, it is closing and I want to open the new production ID. For example, after submitting the form, the form is submitted. After submitting the form, I want to generate, as I indicated, this production ID should be generated. I don't want to type the production ID. It has to be generated automatically. These are all the things which we are going to do next. Before that, so I want to give some message whether the data is saved it or not. I don't know whether the data is saved it or not. So what we do is, let us go to the same command button. On select, we have selected submit form, the form entry. We are going to add one more coding here. One more coding. Just put a semicolon. Just put a semicolon and you can add it here, or you can add it in the next line also. Next line also you can add it. So just me click on that next line. I want to expand this formula bar. I want to expand. On the right hand side, there is an option of expanding the formula bar. I'll go to the next line. I'm going to the next line. We are going to add one more coding here. The reason for adding the coding is I want to notify. After saving, I want to notify that this data is saved successfully. So let us add one more coding called as notify. 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 Bracket open. Sorry. Bracket open. Notify. Bracket open. What is the text you want to give it here? Double quotes. Within the double quotes, you have to add a double quotes. Double quotes. Maybe form submitted successfully. I'm just giving a coding that this form is submitted successfully, comma. What is the notification type? Whether you want to indicate whether there is a error in the form or you want to just give information or success or a warning. I think this is a success message. So notification is success. It's a type, that's all. So notification icon may change. Notification type is success, comma. That notification will appear and user can close that notification. User can close the notification, or even I can give a timeout for closing it. Timeout for closing it. It's in a microseconds. 2 seconds means I can say 2000. 2000 is equal to 2000 nanoseconds is equal to 2 seconds. So I am saying 2000. 2000 means within the 2000, 2 seconds it will wait and it will close it automatically. Bracket close. Why there is still red? Because I didn't close the bracket. I didn't close the bracket. So now I have closed the bracket. So what we did is submitted the form. After submitting the form, I'm giving a notifying message that form is submitted successfully. That should be in double quotes. Since it's a text, it should be in double quotes, comma, notification type is success, and timeout is 2 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever you want. So I given 2 seconds. Let us check. And I collapse this formula bar. So you can go back here, collapsing the formula bar, reducing the height of the formula bar. I collapse it. Now let me run the form and check it again. So I'm running the form. Once again, it is displaying empty. Why? You know why it is displaying? This has to be resetted. This has to be resetted. It should come automatically. Whenever I open the form, it should come automatically. That we'll see how to reset it. As of now, once again, I'll go back to that form, select the form, and go to the display form properties. Under that, it's already in new, but still it's not showing it. So like a refresh, what I will do is select the edit and come back to new again. It's like refreshing, because in my system it's not displaying. So I selected edit, and one more time I'm selecting this new. One more time. This will reset it automatically. We'll see do that in another few minutes. So I'm just resetting it as new, and now run the form. I'm going to enter something here. I think I entered 151. Now let me type 152. Plant location. Maybe let us put, I don't know other plant. Maybe I think we have Pune. Pune. Mission code is mission 2, some name. And production quantity maybe 200. Shift supervisor, some name. So I have typed some name. Now what is the difference between the earlier one and this one is? Earlier, before that, ensure that the Excel file is closed. I think it's already closed. Submit. It has submitted. On the top, you will get that message. You can see the form on the top. You can see the form is submitted successfully. It is giving a message, and after 2 seconds, that message will close automatically. You can see it is closing. The message is closing. Even you can manually close it, or I'm set it as that it should close automatically. So it's closing within 2 seconds. It will close automatically. So let me show the coding again. Select it, expand it. Only 2 things, simple one. One is submit the form and notify. I think the developer will know this, how hard we have to write a coding. Each and everything we have to manually, we can do that also. Like a developer also, we can write a coding. That's also possible. But here we did a simple thing, submit the form. Everything is getting saved automatically. Now we'll see how to generate the production ID automatically. I don't want the production ID to be typed. I want the production ID should be generated automatically. That's what we are going to do in the next one. Yes. Has to be changed. Close it. Escape. Select the form. Select the form from here. Put the display. Make this as edit. It's like refreshing. Edit. Some other new. Then another new. Okay. Now, so I collapse this formula bar. This production ID should get generated automatically. So let me select that production ID card. I'm selecting this production ID card, or I can select this text box. This text box, I can select that text box of this production ID. This production ID should be auto-generated. So what I mean is production ID, the next production ID. So I already entered the production ID till 152. The next production ID should be automatically 153. 154, 155, 156, it should be auto generated. So what we are going to do it is we are going to find out what is the maximum value in my production ID plus 1. Correct? Max of production ID plus 1. So if it is max, if it is 152 plus 1, 153, that should be my production ID. So let us do that. Select the text box of the production ID. On the right hand side, you can see the properties and display and advanced. By default, most of your visual would have been locked. When I select it, you would have I don't know whether you have seen on the top, there is a button. When I click on this card, you can see on the top, it says this card is locked by default. So I want to make some changes in this. So it's very simple. Go to the advanced, under advanced, unlock. Unlock the properties. You have to unlock the properties. That's very simple. Just go there, unlock it. Just click on that unlock. It's getting unlocked. Now, let us go to the advanced. Under advanced, you can see there is an option available, default. This item dot production ID, this is the default one. By default, whenever open this production ID will be displayed. I don't want this. Let me delete this. Let us put max. MAX, max. Max is maximum. Open bracket. M should be in capital. AX should be in smaller. Max of what? It says this item dot machine code, this item dot plant location, this item dot production. No, not this item. This item means what's now available plus 1. No, it's not what is available plus 1. In my source data, what is the maximum of my production ID? 152 plus 1. So it's from the source data. So it should be shift entry, the table name, TBL shift entry. TBL shift entry. So you have to give something like TBL shift entry, the table name. So under the table name, you have to select what is that, I think shift entry, comma, I believe. Comma, sorry, not dot, comma. What is the column name? The column name is production ID, close bracket. Max of shift entry, comma, production ID plus 1. Saying plus 1. Yes, you can see automatically on the top, it shows that 153 is my production ID. We are auto-generating the production ID. It shows something gray. That's okay. We have changed the default into some other. That's why it's showing the gray. No problem. Maybe a orange or a gray, yellow color. That's not a problem here. If it is a red, then there is a problem.
How to log it again then?
To manually select, we have to go there, and I think by default there is no unlock properties. We can protect only this particular item, we can lock it. That we are going to see. I don't want others to edit it. That part we'll see. Max, open bracket, comma, the name of that column, plus 1. This, 1 minute, sir. Unlock it. Capital name. Open bracket. Not a form, sir. Table.
Table in the shift.
Formula what is from the table which is the highest.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Was bracket plus. Your table. What is the table name? Table name. Some other. Take the word. Formula.
Profile change பண்ணலாமா? Can we change?
TBL. TBL, FRM. That's the main reason I'm always prefixing with TBL, FRM to know whether it's a table, whether it's a form. Bracket plus. Bracket plus. One. Formula ID. Tell the formula for this. Formula ID. Okay. One is you can run the form straight away here. To check it, you can press the Alt key and you can click and you can check it here. Preview of your form. Another one, you can go here and play and you can run it. But here I have made this as 153. But what will happen if someone is going here and they are editing it? Instead of 153, they are changing into manually, they are changing into 154 or something. I don't want others to edit this. I don't want others to edit this. So what we will do is, let us select this object. Let us select the object and go to the display. Under the display, you should have that enabled mode, display mode. There will be something called as display mode. Yes. So select this and you can go to the display. Under this display, there is a display mode. It says edit. You can click here. So select this object, go to the properties, go to the display. Under display, you can see the display mode, and there is click on the display mode on the top, or you can select the display mode here also. There is an option of selecting the display mode here also. You can select the object and go to the display mode. Parent dot display mode. Parent dot display mode. So I will go to the parent dot display mode dot disabled. I don't want to enable it. I don't want my user to enter the production ID. The production ID should be automatically generated. I don't want them to go there and type it manually. So I'll select it as disabled. So and click somewhere else outside. Now you can see when I press the Alt key, I cannot go here and edit it. There is no option of editing here. You can see this is disabled. So my user will not go here and they cannot type it here. They cannot enter the data here. So it is disabled. This will be automatically generated. They cannot go here and they cannot edit it here. Okay. So let me check this. And before that, after typing the production ID, so I selected it. One is I selected this and I gone to the display. Under display, I gone to the display mode, or you can go here, select the display mode, parent dot display mode dot disabled. Disabled. It should be disabled. It should not be enabled. It is disabled. Then select the form. Select the submit form. Select the submit form. Expand your formula bar. Select the submit form. Expand the formula bar. So first we have submitted the form, that is saving the form. After saving the form, I am giving a notification that form is submitted successfully. Third one is they have to enter the new production. Assume that after submitting the form, they have to reset. They have to enter a production ID. Next to production ID should be entered here. So put a semicolon, another semicolon here. Just add a semicolon. You can type it here or you can type it in the next line. I always prefer to type it in the next line to have a better view. Reset. Reset form. Reset form. FORM. Reset form. Open bracket. What is the form name? Once again, that FRM shift entry. That's the name. Please give a meaningful. That's the reason I'm giving FRM, TBL to understand this is a form. That's why if I type FRM, it's coming there. TBL means table will come over there. That's the reason I'm prefixing always. So FRM shift entry, close bracket. So reset your form, FRM shift entry. Yes. And click somewhere else outside and I collapse this formula bar. And please I will check whether the form is new or I'll reset it again, edit, or I'll make it as new again. Now let me run the form. Yes, the 153 is automatically displayed. I select the plant name. Pune is my plant name. Let us see how to select the plant name. Mission code. What is my mission code? And what is the quantity? Is the shift supervisor. Something. Submit it. So it will run. Before that, ensure that Excel file is closed and form is submitted successfully. And after this, you can see a new production ID is automatically generated here. Now you can see 154 is generated because we resetted the form. After this, we have resetted. That means 153 should turn into 154. The next production ID should be generated automatically. We'll see how to bring a combo box. We'll see a tooltip, hint text. Hint text. Disabled. Select this and display mode parent dot disable mode dot disabled.
Sir, if I'm filling one box, sir, if I click the tab, it's not according to the order that
We'll set the tab settings. Order. You want to set it as order. Field. With some tab order. Which is the first one, which is the second one. We'll see. There will be a tab order. We'll order it. Which is the first one, which is the second one. We'll reorder. We'll do another one or two. So we have resetted the form. Now the next one. Don't do anything in the plant location because we are not going to put a text box inside the plant location. We are going to put a combo box here or a drop down box here. The plant location has to be selected, not to be entered. It has to be selected. Either we can type it or we can get it from the database also. That part we'll do it. Before that, this mission code. I don't know whether you noted it in Excel, Word, PowerPoint, any software in the world. Any software in the world. Whenever you place the cursor over there, whenever you place the cursor, suppose I place the cursor on cut, it is showing some message here. It is showing some message that this cut is used for removing the selection and put it into a clipboard so that you can paste it somewhere. This is called as tooltip. But in Power App, we have two things. One is tooltip, another one is hint text. Hint text. So let me select the mission code because this mission code is not available. When I place the cursor, suppose if I run the form, when I place the cursor here, we should get some help. You can see it says the mission code. I should get some help text. Or I can put some other text here. Please enter your mission code. Hint. There are two text. One is tooltip, another one is hint text. We'll see both. We'll see both. So let me select the mission code. I select the mission code here. And you can see on the advanced, or even you can go to this. I think it's not unlocked. So let me unlock it. It's locked now. So let me click on unlock. I'll click on unlock the properties of the mission code. So here there are various options available. You have to find out two things. One is the tooltip, another one is hint. Yes, so it has gone to the above. You can go to in the display also, it will be there. Yes, in the display you can see there is an option called as hint text. When I go to the display, on the display there is one thing called as hint text. When I scroll down, there is something called as tooltip. What is the difference between hint text and tooltip? First, let me go to the tooltip, and I go to the tooltip, and I click here on the tooltip. I click here, and I click here, and I type something here. It says parent.display name. Instead of this, put it in a double quotes. So what I want to display is double quotes. Enter the mission code. Enter the mission code. So I'm just giving a tooltip here. So just go to the display and I click on the tooltip and I type to the tooltip here. Or you can select the tooltip here also on your drop down and I can type it here, enter the tooltip text. Now what is the advantage is when I place the cursor here, you can see I can run the form and check, or I can press the Alt key and I place the cursor. You can see it's giving a message. Enter the mission code. Enter a mission code. This is one. Tooltip means when I place the cursor here, what should be displayed? Tips for the user who is entering the data. It's a tips for the user. One more thing is, select this and I go to the same properties and I go to the hint text and I click on the hint text. I click on that hint text here and I type it here. Hint text, something here. I can type it here. Please enter the mission code. And I'll put 3 dot. 1, 2, 3 dot. So I have typed something inside that hint text. What will happen is, Just taking some time. You can see literally it will be displayed here. You can ask me why to do this. You can go to the display and you can type it here also. But the challenge is when I run the form, suppose I'm running the form here. So when I place the cursor here, it's saying please enter the mission code. And it's literally displayed something, please enter a mission code. Just click it. No need for deleting it and typing it. Just click here and you can type your mission code here straight away. That is called as hint text. Hint text means it will literally display there. Please enter your mission code. So just go there and you can type your mission code here. So tooltip is when you place the cursor, what should be displayed. Here the hint text is, it will be displayed in the text box itself. Please enter the mission code. When I click that, the hint text will go off and you can type your mission code here. Okay, two things. One is the hint text, another one is the tooltip. I recommend always prefer to give the hint text and tooltext for every object so that it is useful for the end user. So what to be entered here. And one more thing you have to do it here. This is for the mission code. Plant location, we will come back to the plant location. This product produced quantity, always the produced quantity should not be a text. As of now, you can enter a text also here. You can go here and you can type a text. You can type a text. It should not allow the text. If it is allowing, okay, it should not allow. So by default, it will not allow because we already mapped it. We already mapped it with the production default, it will not allow. But still sometimes it is allowing means you can select it and you can see there is a format option available. Under the format, you can make it as a number. You can make it as a number so that it will allow only the number. By default, it will not allow. Sometimes if it is allowing, we can make it as a number also so that it will not allow. So I prefer make it as a habit, make it as a practice. Due to time shortage, I am not doing it. Make it as a practice, make it as a habit. Always prefer to use the tooltip and the hint text. Whenever you insert any object, please insert the tool text, please insert the hint text also. Now we'll see the plant location. So we made it as auto-generated, very less coding. We made the auto-generated of the production ID and we have resetted the form also. Now what I want to do is this production plant location. I don't want my user to type the plant location. I want the user to select the plant location. So click somewhere else outside the form or somewhere else outside your screen. Go to insert. Under insert, you can see drop down or a combo. There will be two things, drop down or combo. If you are able to find it below the popular, that's okay. If you are not able to find it, go to the input. Go to the input or you can search it also. So either go to the search box or you can go to input. And in input, you can see there are two things. One is drop down, another one is combo. What is the difference between drop down and combo? Combo means you can select multiple items at a time. Drop down means you can select only one item at a time. So here I have to give only one item, only one plant name to be selected. You cannot select two plant names at a time. So we'll see the combo box in another session. Now, as of now, I'll go with the drop down. So go to insert, under input, go to the drop down or go to the search box and select drop down. I clicked on the drop down here. So the drop down will get inserted. Drop down is getting inserted and you can place the drop down. As of now, you can place the drop down wherever you want it. You can place it wherever you want it. Now you can see on the drop down, how do we check this? Drop down, you can press the Alt key and you can click on the drop down. It displays 1, 2, 3. By default, it displays 1, 2, 3. It displays 1, 2, 3 here. But I don't want 1, 2, 3. I want to display the plant names here. Chennai, what is the plant names? Chennai, Pune, and one more is there. Or we can get it from your data source also. Get it from data source. We'll see. Chennai, Pune, and Noida. These are all the plant name. This plant name has to be displayed on the combo box, drop down box here. So we inserted the combo. We inserted the drop down. After inserting the drop down, it displays something like 1, 2, 3. Now go to the top here, go to the top, items. Under items, it shows something like drop down sample. Drop down sample. I don't want drop down sample. I want that plant location to be displayed here. So go to the drop down sample and remove that drop down sample, delete it. I remove that drop down sample. Next to P on your keyboard, next to the P on your keyboard, you can see that flower bracket and a square bracket. Just use that square bracket, double quotes, square bracket, double quotes, Chennai, double quotes close, comma, double quotes. As I told, we can get it from your source data also. That we'll see it in another few minutes. Pune, comma, double quotes, Noida. So within double quotes, type the first one, double quotes, comma, select the second one, double quotes, type the third one, double quotes close, finally the bracket close. Open that square bracket, within the double quotes, type that name, which plant location you want it on this drop down box. Which plant location you want it on the drop down box, type it here. Chennai, Pune, Noida. Let me check whether it is working. I'll press the Alt key and I go to the drop down here. Yes. So we are getting the Chennai, we are getting Pune, and we are getting Noida on my drop down. Can we get it from the source data? Yes. That part we'll see it in another few minutes. So inserted a drop down. After inserting a drop down, we have gone to the items. Under items, we have typed the name. What are all the name you want it on the drop down. Now, let us go select the card of this plant location. Let us select the card of the plant location. The card, the entire card has to be selected. And once again, go to the properties, advanced, and unlock it. So unlock it. Select the entire card of my plant location, and go to the advanced properties and unlock it. Now this drop down as usual. Cut it. Control X and select this card. Select the card, entire card. Paste inside it, Control V, cut that combo drop down box, paste it inside the card, inside, don't place it outside the card, paste it inside the card, and please do remember the name of this drop down. Name of this drop down is drop down 1. Even you can rename it. You can have some meaningful name of it also. You can have some meaningful name. As of now, the name of this is drop down 1. The name of this is drop down 1. Let it be a drop down 1, or you can rename it. So cut the drop down 1 and paste it. We have cut it and we have pasted it here. Inside the card. Cut it and paste it. And inside the card, you can see that text box is available, the text box card value. Delete it, you will get a error. You will get 2 errors. The 2 errors has to be solved. We'll see that. And please do remember that drop down name is drop down 1, and this name of this card is data card value 2. So I select that data card value 2 and I delete it. Yes, I'm getting 2 errors because as of now it is mapping with the card. It is mapping with that text box. That's why we are getting 2 errors. 2 reds. We'll solve that 2 reds. Select the drop down, cut the drop down and paste it inside that card, and delete that earlier text box. The text box, delete it. Delete the text box. You will get 2 errors. and remember the name of this drop down. Instead of remembering, I'll go here and I'll copy that name so that it's easy for me. Otherwise, I may forget the name. Control C, copy. I select the drop down name, copy it, and there is two reds. We'll solve one by one. First red, click on the first red, edit formula. It says data card 1 dot value, data card value 2 dot text, because earlier we had a data card. But now we have inserted a drop down. That's why it's saying error. There is no data card because we have deleted it. Now instead of this, delete it and paste the drop down dot. In drop down, we are not typing it. Actually, we are selecting it. If you are typing it, you can say drop down or text box dot text. But here we are not typing it. We are selecting it. Drop down 1 dot selected dot value. What is the value you are going to select it in the drop down? Drop down 1. The name of the drop down 1 dot selected. I have selected Chennai. I selected Pune. I have selected Noida. What you have selected? That value. We are replacing with that value. Data card 1 dot 2 dot or something. Because earlier we had a text box. Instead of the text box, now we have copied, cut and pasted this drop down. So give the drop down name dot selected dot value. Why selected dot value? Because this is a selection. This is not typing. This is a selection. So whenever you select, always you have to go for selected value. Whenever you select it. It can be a drop down, it can be a checkbox, it can be a combo box. Always you have to use drop down 1 dot selected dot value. Still there is one more error. Maybe the height, there is a height and that's the reason. Height and other things will be the reason. So click on that red again. Edit formula. And it says data card 2 dot y. That, as I told, the height. So instead of this data card 2, delete it. And you paste that drop down 1 dot. Same thing here also, the drop down 1 dot. So because we have deleted that data card. So drop down 1 dot y plus drop down 1 dot height. It's basically the height and width. If you don't want the height and width, you can even delete it also, but better to have it. Now no errors. Yellow is okay, that's what. Yes, madam. Yes. Otherwise it will not run your form. It will throw an error. Run panningnale it will throw. There is a error. You have to solve it. In app checker you will get a error here. You cannot run. That XY you can delete it, but the value it has to fetch the value and it has to store it. Upper error, there will be error. One error, the first red you can solve. Second red you can delete it also. That is purely for adjusting the height. Now based on this, the height is adjusting. It is fitting within the box. And the fit point. So that can be deleted. But saving you cannot delete. The selected dot text. Now let me run the form and check. I'm saving this Power App. Control S. I run the form. Yes. Now let me, the production code is automatically generated and the plant name is selected now. I'm going to select the plant name. Chennai, Pune, Noida. I'm selecting Pune. I click on Pune. And mission code. I'm typing the mission code. Production quantity. Shift to supervisor. Submit. It will get submitted. And on the top, you will get a message that the form is submitted successfully. Other things are the mission code and production code and everything is getting cleared here. Let us see whether the Chennai or Pune is saved on my Excel. It should get saved. Mission 4. It's taking some time. Yeah.
Can I also see the reset formula because I am having some.
Reset form. Farm name, I will show you that. I will show you. But farm name, that's all. Done? Any challenges? We have to see how to edit it, how to modify, how to view, how to bring a Power BI report here, export Power BI report, import. Now, can I get, for an example, just for example, shift supervisor or this mission code? I don't want the mission code to be entered. I want the mission code to be selected, but I don't want to select this mission code manually how I did it. For example, this plant location. Maybe I'll take the shift, anything, shift supervisor or mission code or anything. So instead of what we did is this plant location, we literally typed it. Chennai, double quotes, comma Pune, comma Noida. Suppose I have 20 plant location. I cannot type all the 20 plant location. I want the plant location to be displayed from my database. Either you can take plant location, you can take the mission code, or you can take the shift to supervisor. Anything as an example. Maybe you'll use the same thing in our next exercise also. Now let me insert a drop down. I place the cursor somewhere else. Go to insert again. Go to drop down again. So go to the drop down input. I'll go to the drop down again. So I'll go to the drop down. So let us bring the drop down somewhere else on the right side. So inside this drop down sample, what we did in the last session is we have literally typed it. Chennai, Pune. Now instead of typing it, I delete this drop down sample. Now let us say something like distinct. Why I am saying distinct is because the same name would have been repeated multiple times. Maybe, for example, this plant location may be repeated multiple times. Plant location maybe 2 times, 3 times, multiple times. That's why I'm saying distinct. Distinct of what? The table name TBL. The table name. TBL shift entry is my table name. That's a table name. Comma, which code, which name, whether you want the plant location or the shift supervisor or whatever you want it, machine code or whatever you want. Just for example, I'm not going to use it here. Just for example, assume that I'm selecting the machine code. I'm selecting the machine code, close bracket. So I selected the machine code, close bracket. That's it. Now I say OK or enter. Now let me click here, Alt, and I click here. All the unique plant codes are unique plant code, which is not repeated again and again. So the unique plant code. Maybe this hydraulic press may be repeated multiple times, but it is displayed only once here. Even you can select the plant name also here, plant location instead of the machine code. For example, I will remove that machine code. Instead of the machine code, I want the plant location. Close bracket. So now what will happen is only that plant location, Pune, Noida, Chennai. I believe this is the best one. Instead of manually typing it. Sometimes manually typing may be required. But I think if you want to get it from your source data, this is the best one. Distinct, the table name, comma, which column names. That's it. Distinct.
Machine code also.
Machine code, shift supervisor, anything. Whatever you want to use it in a combo box, you can use this formula. This is better. Instead of manually typing.
And do it one.
I don't know whether editing can be done. At least we'll start. You can cut this and you can put it there also. Maybe instead of this, you can cut and you can put this into your card. As of now, I'm not doing it. But you have to replace it. Instead of drop down 1, you have to replace it with drop down 2. Okay. Let us go for a new screen. So we have created a screen. Even you can have some meaningful name for the screen. Screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. Instead of screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, we can have some meaningful name for the screens also. So you can select the screen, go to the right hand side. There is a properties where we can give some name for the screen. SCR, we can give a name for the screen. That's your wish. You can give some name. Now we are going to create a screen for editing. For example, I want someone to edit it. If I select the production code, for example, they are selecting 150Y. It should display this 150Y belongs to which plant and what is the machine code, what is the production quantity, who is the shift supervisor. Unknowingly, they have typed the wrong quantity. They want to modify the quantity. Instead of 150, they want to modify it and click on submit. It has to be modified. So we have created a screen for new entry. We are going to create a screen for modify. So we'll see how to create a screen for modify. So let me add a new screen. So this is one screen number 1. I will add a new screen. You know how to add a new screen. On the tree view, you can see there is a button called as new screen here. You can click on the new screen, one method, or you can go to the new screen on the top. On the top also there is an option of new screen. If you are not able to see the new screen, sometimes your screen size maybe resolution is very small. You may not see the new screen here. If you are not able to see the new screen, very simple, go to 3 dot. Under 3 dot you may get that new screen. If your screen size, your screen resolution is very small. My resolution is bigger, so I am able to get the new screen. If you are not able to get it, go to the 3 dot where we can see there will be a screen, new screen available. So click on the new screen. I click on the new screen. Let us go with the blank screen. I'll go with the blank screen. So I inserted a new screen, blank screen. So we already got a one screen. We already got two screens, screen number 2. So now let us insert some. I'll go to insert. I'll go to the text label, insert text label, and I'll go to the display and give some text. This is shift entry, maybe the edit screen, edit or modifying screen. You can give some name, modify. I'll increase the font size a bit. So we have inserted a screen. In the screen, just I have inserted a label. That's it. Now, we are going to insert a gallery. In this gallery, I want to display all the machine code and other details. If I select the machine code, in a form, it should display what is the machine code, what is the production quantity, under that who is the shift supervisor. Everything has to be displayed in a form here. So first we are going to insert a gallery. We will insert a gallery here. So first we have inserted a screen and I have inserted a label just to display it here. Let me go to insert. Under insert, see, I think the default in the popular itself, there is a vertical gallery, or you can go to the search box and you can go for there are vertical horizontal galleries. So many galleries are a vertical, horizontal, flexible, blank vertical gallery, blank vertical horizontal gallery. Various galleries are available. I recommend to go with the vertical gallery. So click on the vertical gallery. So I click on gallery, vertical gallery. In vertical gallery, what is that? Once again, it is asking what is the table name and what are all the things to be displayed. We will modify it. The table name is once again the TBL shift entry. That's my table name. So I selected the table name and it is displaying something. It is displaying the machine name and it is displaying the. I don't want the machine name. I want the production ID to be displayed. I want the production ID. Maybe I want some other, maybe the branch name or production location to be displayed here. And you can see it is displaying a picture also. So I don't want the picture. I want only in the title, I want the production ID. In the subtitle, I want the plant name to be displayed. So select this, go to layout. Under layout, let me select the title and subtitle. Or even manually, you can insert a text box also. That part we'll see it in our upcoming session. As of now, I'll go with title and subtitle because I don't want the image. So I have selected the title and subtitle and go to the fields. And what are all the things you want to display? On the title, I want to display the production ID. On the subtitle, I want to display the plant location. Subtitle, I am displaying the plant location. And title, I have displayed the production ID. Click somewhere else outside. Yes, in the gallery, you can see it displays all the production IDs. And 101 belongs to Pune, 102 belongs to Noida, 103 belongs to Chennai, 104 it goes like this. Okay, yes. We have inserted a vertical gallery. select the table name, then select the field. Okay. Now the real advantage is when I run the form, I am running the form. If I select, for example, if I am selecting 101, so I should get the 101 details. 102 means I should get all the details of 102. 104 means I can get all the details. Even you can use the search box and based on it. For example, if I type Pune, only the Pune details to be displayed here. If I type Chennai, only Chennai details has to be, that part we'll see it in our next session. Now, if I select 101 in some other area here, I should get only the what is the mission code, what is the plant location, who is the shift supervisor, production quantity has to be displayed here. So let us insert a form again. So go to insert, edit form, insert, edit form. The same thing what we did in the last session. Insert, edit form, and the data source is TBL shifty entry. Same thing what we did in the last session. So I move this somewhere else here. Then go to fields. We have inserted a edit form, selected the table name, selected the fields, add fields. We are adding all the fields. Mission code, plant location and plant quantity, production ID, shift supervisor, add it. It's taking some time. Yes. And you can put it as vertical, horizontal, how many columns, I'll make it as one column. Okay, so we made it as a column here. Now it's very simple. When I select an item in a gallery, I want it should display what is the mission code, what is the plant location, what is the production ID, what is the production ID, what is the shift supervisor to be displayed here. Select the form. We have inserted a form. First we have edited the form, we have selected the data source, we have selected the table and I change the layout. These are all simple. Select the form. And on the right hand side, data source. Under the data source, below the data source, you have to find something called as item. You have to find something called as item. Before that, find the item, and before that you should know the name of this gallery. What is the name of this gallery is? I think the name of the gallery is gallery 1. The name of the gallery is gallery 1. Yes, let it be gallery 1, or you can rename it. You can give some meaningful name also. Your wish. You can give some meaningful name. The name is gallery 1. Okay, please do remember the name. Now select the form. Select the form. Data source. Instead of data source, let us go to item. Item. Instead of data source, let us go to item and go to the formula bar. Go to the formula bar. What is the name of the gallery? The name of the gallery is gallery 1 dot. Gallery 1 dot selected. That's it. Very simple. Gallery 1 dot selected. Okay. I accept it. Let me check whether it should work fine. I think you already got it here. Now run the form. I selected 101. So mission code for this 101 is this, plant location is this, product quantity is this. If I select 102, it will show you the details of 102. Whatever you selected, based on that, it automatically shows you the details here. 104, 105, 106. So whatever I select, it shows the details here. Simple. Based on my selection. Even you can drop down, you can select it. That part we will see it in the next part. So 107, it shows the details of 107. Simple. Sir? Run the form and check. Or alt also. You can run the form and check, or you can alt press panni baat. Alt press panni, if you click panni, it will change here. You can use the alt key also. Both are same. Alt key is a small preview, sir. Run them panni baat. I will order this form first. Fields. I will put the production ID on the top. We didn't modify. Final one we'll modify. We'll do the modification. The production ID. Next one is plant location. Okay. Modify, we'll do that. Before that, this production ID should not be modified. It should not be changed. Can you tell me how can I protect this production ID? I don't want the production ID to be modified by end user. It has to be protected. So can you tell me what can I do now? I don't want the production ID to be modified. Select it. Then. Where can I make that disabled? I selected it. I selected this data field. Then display mode. So go to display. First you have to unlock it. I'll unlock that. Unlock the properties and go to display. Or select it here also. There will be an option of display mode, and I'll go to the drop down and I'll go to the display mode. Parent.display mode dot disabled. So what are all the things you want to disable it? I am disabling it. Production ID to be disabled. Suppose the plant name also can be disabled. I want to disable the plant name also. Disable mode dot disabled. Sorry, I didn't unlock it. Disable. But assume that mission code can be modified. Wrongly they have typed a wrong mission code. They want to modify, they can modify it. And production quantity, they can modify it. And shift supervisor also, they can modify it. The last final one, and we'll see how to search it also. Searching, we'll see it in another few minutes. That's it. Now the final one here is insert. Before the break, we'll finish off this. Insert button, or I can put a icon also. There is an icon for editing or saving. There is an icon for saving. Let me select the icon called as save. Yeah, for saving there is an icon. So I am going to use icon for a change. Instead of using a button, I am going to use an icon. You can use a button also. Last session you used a button. I can use the button, or I can go to insert. I'll go with the icon, that is a save icon. I select the save icon here, and I'll put the save icon in some other location. Come on. Yeah. The save icon, I am putting the save icon somewhere else here. This icon. So I clicked on the save icon. On top, you know this already. On select. So I selected the icon. On select. Same thing what we did it for our button in the last session. And I go to the on select false. Submit form. What is this form name? I think this form name is form 2. I didn't give a meaningful name for this form. I didn't give a meaningful name. The form name is form 2. Close bracket. Submit form 2. Because this name of this form is form 2. And you give the notification message. That part we'll try. Before that, let me see whether it's working fine. So I submitted the form 2. I run the form now and I check. I'm running the form. I select a particular, maybe 101. I click on 101. It is showing the details of 101. And before that, my Excel file is closed. No, it is not closed. So let me close that Excel file. Otherwise, it may throw an error. So the Excel file has to be closed. Okay. Now I open the form and I did something here. Now let us go to 101, and instead of 101 in machine code is fine. And this production quantity I am going to change it. So they wrongly entered the production code as 150. Let us make it as 160. The 101, the production code, instead of 150, I make it as 160. And click on this save button. Yes, you can see immediately here itself it would have changed into 160. How do we check it? I will go back to 102. I will come back to 101. It is 160. So it has changed. It means it has changed. It means it has changed here. Or I will close and I open that Excel source file and I check whether it has turned into 160 in my Excel also. Refresh. It has turned into one. See whether you were before, while doing it, before that Excel file is closed. Only that. Display mode, parent dot display mode dot disabled. Before that, have you unlock it? Okay. As of now, please save this file. Probably in the next session, we'll see how to search it. For example, here I have only 10, 50 or something, very lesser. lesser production ID, you may have 100 and 200. So if I select only the Pune, it should display only the Pune details here. How to filter it, how to look up and how to bring it here. That part we'll see, and how to bring a table, how to bring the Power BI to Power App, how to bring Power App to Power BI, how to integrate all the screen, how to publish it. So these are all the various topics still pending. So as of now, please do save this file. I think it's already saved. I'll save this file again. So if the save is graded out, it's deactivated, means it's already saved. So please save it, and I'll minimize this. You can even come back to the main screen also, but I will have the screen because we are going to do further more. I'll minimize it, and I'm going to stop the recording